Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Hi. Yeah, I'm by myself today, but yeah, welcome to the channel, and today things are going to be really different, actually. This is kind of going to be very different from the content I usually make, but I think it's very interesting, so hopefully this will be fun. So, yeah, basically today, I feel like a lot of the stuff I've done so far on YouTube, I haven't really, had a chance to express myself as an individual. So, what we're going to do today is going to take the Myers Briggs test and the Enneagram Test, which I have taken before multiple times, and I've gotten varied results, but for the most part, I have been classified as, for the Myers Briggs, a INFJ, and then for the Enneagram Test, a 5W6. So I'm assuming not a lot of people, or some people, might not understand what that actually means. So I have got a Word document ready. Once I get everything actually set up. There we go. There. So right here, this is the Myers Briggs kind of layout of what you would see for what you get typed into a personality. So it's defined by, each person is defined by 4 letters, and basically you take a test, and these are the letters assigned to you. So it starts with the E or I. So what that means, it means you're either extroverted or introverted. So with extroverted, again, I think a lot of people have heard these contrary personality types, which is extroverted, enjoys being around people and gets energized by people, wanting to hang out with people. So that would be your example of someone that wants to go out. They had a rough day at work. They want to go out and party with their friends and be around people, basically, and that's how they get energized. While there's the introverts that basically, when I get done work, I want to stay home. I want to be away from people and just kind of focus on me. So I have been identified as an INFJ, so I get a I on mine, which we'll prove if that is correct today. Because again, with these tests, you can take it multiple times and get different results. So it's not 100% concrete answers. So, yeah. And then, so if we go to the next letter, we do have the N and S. So the S is sensories, are realistic people who focus on facts and details of applying common sense, while intuitive are energized by people who enjoys various tasks at a quick pace and a good multitask. So, again, I am an N, so I like to are energized by people enjoying variety of tasks. So that means like doing a variety of different things and stuff. While sensory is like, okay, so we have this at this time, we got to do it at this time, or just like, well, if something, or if you had something scheduled at a certain time, you want to miss it, or if it's possible. The INS is a little bit tricky for some people, it feels like, but yeah. So I'm IN, and then there is the thinker and feeler, which is T and F, which is thinkers are making more logical, analyzing situation, weighs the pros and cons, and has an honest, consistent of fairness. So basically, they are analyzing every situation. It's like, okay, if I do this, this is the repercussions of doing this, but I do benefit from this. While feelers tend to be sensitive and cooperative and decide based on their own personal values on how others will be affected of their actions. So that would be the people pleasers. Those are going to be the people that just like, all right, guys, so we're in a group. I need to figure out how I'm going to please most of you, if not all of you. Like, what's the activity that we're all going to do? Well, a thinker would probably just think, this is probably the most fun task, logically and honestly, and like stuff like that. So F is mine. And then we have J for judger and perceiver. Judgers tend to be organized and prepared, like to make a stick with a plan and more comfortable with following most rules. So they are. I'm actually just surprised that I'm a judger. Actually, now thinking about it, because I'm not very organized, to be honest. But I do like, if I made a plan, I like to stick with the plan. I don't like to deviate it. That is true. If they're comfortable with rules, that kind of keeps you in the box of like what I have to do. As a perceiver, they prefer to keep their options open, likes to be able to act spontaneously, and like to be flexible of making plans. So those are the people that are going to be like, you're in a group of friends, it's that one friend is like, hey, why don't we just go do something ridiculous? Either like go to a haunted house, just no plans whatsoever. They just go and do it. So... But yeah, so those are the basic letters that you can be categorized in. And it is interesting. I find psychology very interesting just because it kind of like helps you figure out the type of person that they are or who I am. So like if you're a person that's kind of feeling lost, I found doing the psychology thing kind of like interesting just to get a better understanding of yourself as well. Because I know, like, a lot of times when people are, like, going through some stuff or like, they just had a breakup or something, they're like, it's like, I need to really figure out me as an individual. I mean, it seems weird to take a personality test, but it kind of gives you an insight of you as an individual, so it kind of helps. So that's kind of like the basics of Myers Briggs. So I'm going to go ahead and take a test to see if I really am an INFJ. Like I said, the test varies. So I could actually be something else today. Completely different. And that is okay. So yeah, if anyone has questions on where these tests are, I do have it down in the descriptions if you wanted to try it for yourself. See how varied of a person we are compared to each other. So, alright. So, we're going to go with the first question. You regularly make new friends. So I don't really go out. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm probably going to be on more of the disagree side. Because I am a person, if I go out in public, my goal is not to make friends with anyone. My goal is to get the hell away from everyone and make sure I don't ruin anyone's day. So that's kind of my outlook on that. So I'm probably not going to make new friends. I'm pretty content with my friends I have. Like you guys have met Gio and Abe. They're good people, and I don't necessarily think I crave to be around more people than necessary. So, okay, next one. So we have complex and novel ideas excite you more than a simple, straightforward ones. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, because I am a person that kind of likes to study of, if say like someone made a book, because again I like writing and stuff. So if I made a book, I wanted to like dissect it, figure out what the author was thinking, what kind of concept he was doing, all that stuff, and just like how vague or abstract that they were trying to do with that, instead of like a story that says this guy is destined to be here to go kill the evil. It's boring. So I do agree that I like complex ideas. So seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Not necessarily. Like, it'll make me feel bad, but I necessarily wouldn't cry. That actually reminds me of a story. I used to work at this like grocery store that kind of had like different like departments in it, where it's like for food and stuff. And we had a pizza department, or like Italian department. There was one time a customer had came up and asked, and I didn't work in that department. I worked in the department next to it. So someone came up and asked us like, "Oh, I want a pizza." I was like, "Okay, I guess I will go find the person that does that for you." Little did I know the pizza person that was supposed to make pizzas was actually crying while another of my coworkers was trying to comfort her. And I was kind of I don't know what to do. If you So I am the worst person to come to when you're like in, like, especially in person. Like in person I'm terrible at comforting people, cuz it's just like I feel bad for you, but we're in public. I don't know what you want me to do. My full function just stops to figure out what to do. So basically, I was just like, as she was like crying, the other one's like, I went up, "Hey, probably a bad time, but a dude wants pizza." So, so I actually was kind of like, I just didn't know how to respond. It was so bad and like kind of mean and rude on my part. And then, so the person that was comforting decided to take it upon themselves to make the pizza. And then it was just me and this crying girl. And she looked at me crying, and then I was like, are you going to be okay? Then she like walked in the back, and then I like walked around a corner. I see my like coworker just laughing his ass off, because he's like, "Did you hear that whole conversation?" "Yeah, you were the worst type of person in like an emotional seat." Because he just heard the whole conversation of me just like, "I'm uncomfortable. I don't know how to respond. I don't know how to comfort you. I'm at a loss. I don't understand what you want." So yeah, I mean I feel bad, so I'm gonna just do a slight agree. But yeah, I'm not good with people that are. I guess emotional. I mean, I can comfort people if I'm close with you, but if it's someone that I'm not too, I don't hang out on the regular to figure out who they are, then no, I'm not gonna be the most comforting person. If I know you personally, I'd hope I do better than that. So yeah. All right, next question. Your living and working space are clean and organized. Let me just look around real quick. I did clean my basement recently, but I wouldn't say it's the most 100% clean workspace and organized. I'm gonna go with a medium disagree, because I have things in a certain way, but if to the normal person that would come here and look at my stuff, they would probably think that it's messy and not correct. It's just they probably would think it's just you're I'm the most disorganized person, but for the most part, it might look disorganized, but I have a complicated system in my head that makes probably no sense to the normal person. So, okay, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Probably. I would like to do this test and have someone else take it for me and just hey, take this test of what you think I am, and then I'll take this test to feel like what you are. Okay, hold on. My mic is kind of going crazy. All right, hopefully that's better, because I was kind of peaking a lot, and I just realized my gain on my mic is a little high. So hopefully this is a lot better. I would agree that I'd probably stay just recently in the work and my IRL job and work environment. Because I'm usually the person to say there's no point at getting mad at a job, because if you get mad at a job, if something's not going right, being mad and upset actually does not help anything. If anything, it just tires me out. It's just I am the low effort guy. It's just oh god, why would I yell and scream and be mad or and then every time. And another thing is I'm just usually trying to focus on if there's a pressure or problem I'd be making is how can I fix this and so I can go home. So I would probably say I strongly agree. You find the idea of networking and promoting yourself to a stranger is very daunting. Yes. Even it's ironic coming from me as I'm streaming this, and I had Twitter, and I've been trying, and I literally 23 minutes ago, I literally just promoted myself on Twitter, but I hate it. It's so nerve-wracking, because it's just especially if it's to a stranger, because again, they don't know who I am, they don't understand my personality, I don't understand who they are. They could be the polar opposite of me. So I just anytime someone comes up that I don't know who it is, it just freaks the hell out of me. Just all right, time to just observe and get your read of your personality type. God, I hope I don't offend you. So yeah, I especially even with this, you could apply this to interviews for a job. I hate interviews or dating, where you just talk about yourself. I hate talking about myself. I hate it. I don't know if you like the stuff I like, and I don't know if you're gonna just be you're the most boring person and also a terrible person, human being. It's oh great, I guess we never have to meet again. That's fine. It doesn't hurt me internally. So, Yeah, so I'm going to agree with that. Woo, 10%. God damn, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. You prioritize a planned task, effort, efficiency, often completing them well before the deadline. I do procrastinate, but I do get it done either a day before or I kind of mixed. I guess if I think of my IRL job, I don't. I usually try to finish it the day before, like, if it's like a task and like I have time, I'll go do it right now. But if it's like something that I have a bunch of things to do, I'll push it off. Like it's like okay, I have this time. I would say a mild agreed. I'm generally efficiently, maybe not okay. Maybe that might have been a neutral. Can I go back? Yeah, I can go back. Okay, so it's probably a neutral. I mean, I do actually no. I'm gonna go. Oh my god. Yeah, probably there. You are a very sentimental. uh, if anything about that story I just talked about, no, I'm not sentimental at all. But I kind of am actually sentimental. Because, like, anybody that gives me a handwritten card or anything handmade, I'll keep that forever. Like, I have a pile in my room of, like, cards and notes that my friends have wrote to me in the past. Yeah, I have a pile of that. So there's one person that I used to work with at an older job, and we had a lot in common. And he was a really cool guy. I don't know if it was okay for me to name drop him. Like he's been on stream before, but yeah, he left a couple notes on my car just because we just like do that, just like because again we worked almost in like two different departments, but there's every once in a while we would work together, so it was awesome. But yeah, so like I'll be out of town and he would be in at our shop, and then he just like, oh, I'm just gonna leave a note for Randy and all that stuff. So we're really good friends. I haven't talked to him recently. I should reach it. That's another thing is I'm the worst person to ever reach out for people. I get like the reason why I don't reach out to people, I just assume that they're busy with life and that they don't need me to bother them. So that's why I never reach out to anyone. If anyone is like if anyone tries to reach out to me and or they're waiting for me to reach out, it's never gonna happen. It just doesn't. I'm just very bad at that. I'm gonna go with the medium. I am kind of sentimental. In person, not so much, but behind the scenes, yes. You have many routines in your daily life that is you generally stick to. Hell no. I don't even have a plan. The only thing I plan is like recently, if you guys have seen it, I've put a schedule out now. That just is more reason for me to is like, well, I put it up. I guess I have to follow it. But generally in life, I don't really have a schedule. The most structure I have in my structure is that I wake up, go to work, come home, eat, shower, and then the rest is new. So I don't go to the gym. I don't get that. I mean, I should. Like, it's healthy and productive. Yeah, I don't do that. I would like to get a schedule where I could plan a time in my day to write, but I don't. Yeah, there's just like I would love a routine schedule that I'd stick to, but I unfortunately don't. It's kind of just I just play everything by ear. So I'm gonna just say strongly disagree with that one. Even small mistakes can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. 100% agree. 100%. I always doubt myself. I always tell everyone I always have a hint of guilt and doubt of everything. Because anytime anyone asks me, he's like, well, hey, did you do that thing? I did. But now that you say that, I doubt I did. now I feel like I have to question if I really did. Or did I just imagine that I did do it? So then we'd always go back and double check eventually. And then it's just like, no, I did it. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. So, yeah, I always have those doubts. And then, like, I even tell people, it's like, you could probably blame me for murder. And then I'll be like, yeah, I probably did it. I don't know. Like, where was the body? It's like, here. I mean, I was like maybe 100 miles away. And I do have witnesses that can prove I wasn't there. But I probably did it. I'm probably guilty of it. I don't know. I would cave in so easily to doing anything like that. Okay. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting, striking up a conversation. God, no. God, no. No way. There's no way I would just... I don't have the ability to just, like, go out in public, look someone dead in the eye, and it's like, I want to talk to you. In my head, what ends up happening is... am I bothering them? Are they with somebody? Am I inconveniencing them with my nosiness and pushiness to going to talk to people? Probably. You know what? Even if I look them in the eye, I feel like I'm inconveniencing them. So it's just, I just don't do it. So yeah, I just can never go up to someone and just start a conversation. All right. Next. You are not too interested in discussing about various interpretations of creative work. I enjoy that stuff. I like abstract art and all that stuff. Like, just trying to figure out different things. Like, that's why I like story writing, because I kind of like the ideas of, like, where are they going to do this? How are they going to weave this story? Like, and then different concepts that they put in there. Like I like a lot of Hideo Kojima stuff, especially with Death Stranding and stuff. I'm just not good at Metal Gear Solid, and being a UPS didn't seem interesting, but the story is excellent, and like the acting is amazing. Like Death Stranding 2 is like, ooh, so cool, but I don't know if I can enjoy the gameplay of it. I mean, I understand like the art and what he's trying to do, or I guess I'm not understanding what he could do, or because like that guy's mind works completely different. But yeah, I do like talking, or you are not too. Oh wait, this is a disagree. Oh, that could have been bad. You are not interested in discussing. No, I am interested in talking about those variations and different things and artsy stuff. Yes, so next, 20%. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. So I guess the best way I can interpret this is like kind of like a bullying situation. Someone's getting hurt, but they like the guy that's hurting the person has like a group behind him. So in the head, the logical thing would be to avoid it and just make sure I don't get hurt. Like it's that self-preservation, I guess. Well, my heart would be like, I feel bad for this person that's getting beat up. Maybe I should go and help. So I like in my head I would say I would be the person to jump in, but that's also going in the circumstances saying you do something and actually performing the action is a lot harder. So I'm gonna probably just slightly agree with that statement because oddly enough, like I'd probably listen to my head more often than not, unless if it was a life threatening moment. If it was like if that person that's getting beat up is a life threatening moment, then I might actually jump in. So, cause like if someone's like life is being at risk, then I think that's when I would probably convene. I might be the neutral. I think I might be neutral on that because like the benefit in my, I guess how my head puts it is like if their life is in threat, I could save their life and that would be worth the cost of intervening. I don't know. I think the middle is probably is like I just don't know how I'd really act in that situation. I think a middle action would be correct. As much as like I would like to say you're more inclined to follow your head, heart than your heart. I would like ideally I would want to disagree and say like yeah I will follow my heart and stand by everything, every word and help the weak and stuff. Nah, nah. I don't think that would be right for me. You often allow the day to unfold without any scheduling at all. I would prefer a schedule, but I mean, yeah, most of my days just kind of unfold itself. So I'm just gonna go with that. Like I do plan some things out, but for the most part, I don't. There's times I just don't plan anything because then if I don't plan anything, that means I don't require people, and I could be at home by myself in my dark basement and just be like, yeah, I don't have to worry about people's feelings or anything. I don't have to worry about. I'm in my safe place. So yeah. Uh, you rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I 100% agree that I always worry about. It's not even the first impression. It is the next. If it's someone I have to meet for like be with like if it's like a coworker for the next 3 months, I worry those 3 months. I go home and worry. It's like God. All right, think about every conversation we had. Did I offend them? Did I say anything weird? God, what are they into? God, remember this. Maybe this might be a thing next time. So I hate that about myself. I would say a lot is I am kind of a people pleaser and I feel like, and I just can't. It feels like I can't turn it off. It's just like, oh man, like I don't necessarily want them to be like my friends or to like me. I just don't want to hurt them. Like I just don't want to cause harm to anyone. Sorry, I just like snorted something. Oh god. Okay, I gotta water. I gotta water. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I necessarily just don't want to hurt anyone. So that's why that stuff is just kind of the things I worry about everyday conversation. So yeah. You enjoy participating in team based kind of. So I do enjoy like doing like co-op games and working together and stuff. Like I do enjoy those team-based activities. I mean, I guess my two podcasts I do on the weekends, it's kind of a team-based thing we do. I do enjoy that, but I also do like enjoy individual things as well. So I'm just gonna do a slight agree with that one. So yeah. Hold on. I'm changing some music because I didn't want to be in the dark with no music. So when faced with an unfamiliar problem, you prefer innovation solution to traditional methods. I would say yeah, because usually a lot of the options I would come across is my own ideas, but also like I'm a type of person too that always wants to somehow continuously grow and do things better. So I understand the idea of tradition and like it works this way to figure out this problem, but to become stagnant in that way, you will see no progression. So finding new ways of doing stuff, possibly better ways to doing stuff. Like, sure, we might find ways that are worse than the way we do it, but we wouldn't know until we try. So I am under the pretenses of yes, innovation and solutions is a better way and to like progress as a person. You consider a part of your personal mission to help others and achieve their goals. I 100% agree. Because if I help someone achieve their goals, I'm helping someone reach their potential. So I like the idea of helping people do that. Even though sometimes I don't achieve my goals, I feel a self-accomplishment when I say, hey, I helped that person. So, I mean, that whole thing is like exactly what the Saturday and Sunday podcast is all about too. One of my friends, Abe, he really wanted to do a podcast. He wanted to do this. Like, we talked about it a long time, especially with my long inexplainable break that I did, that he really wanted to try making a podcast and but he didn't know where to start. So I created that opportunity for him to try doing that. But I would also say Edgar had a part, or Geo, same person. He had a big help to it because he said he wanted to do that as well. And he was more of the way of like, yeah, we could do this every Saturday, keep it consistent. You'll always have content in your channel. And it's like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing. So in a way, like all three of us kind of helped each other get to that point where we need to like hopefully achieve our goals in the future. Mainly Abe, he's got big lofty goals. 30%. You are actively seeking out new experiences and knowledge and areas to explore. Probably. Like, I recently had a job change. So, and I would say, like, with my last job, like, I loved all the people and coworkers I had in my last job. But it was the job itself that I felt limited at. Because, like, I kind of understood what I was doing. And there was, like, a few other things I could learn to do. But it wasn't the knowledge or the ideas that I wanted to do. So, I kind of, like, then that's when I got a new job. Kind of, like, hopefully getting a different type of opportunity. A different type of things to learn and grow. What I could get better at. So, yeah, I think I'd probably regular agree to that. It's kind of hard to say. Oh, maybe. Actually, I'm gonna go one more down on it. You're prone to worry about things that will turn. You are prone to worry about things that will turn for the worse. Oh, all the time. All the time. So, because again, like, this right here is like literally if I had a conversation and I made one joke that might have like underlined hurt somebody's feelings, but it was a very insignificant, I will always worry that they'll remember that and then be like, Wow, I can't believe you said that like that many years. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I made a small joke, and I'm sorry that it hurt you. I didn't. I please don't hate me. I'm so sorry. Like I gave in so fast. Um, and then it goes back to like what I was saying. If like I went out in public to do something, and it just like making eye contact with someone, and it just completely inconvenienced the day. I will worry about this. I will worry about it all the time. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Yeah, I would probably agree with that because I do like more single player games that I don't have to have people around. Like, being around people is fine. Like, I'll do it. I mean, I do like. I always make the joke that I don't go outside, but like, I will go outside to like hang out with friends. We'll go like out to eat or something. Like, I will do it. It's not. It's just not the most enjoyable for me. That when I could be at home in my area where I could read books, play games, I just don't have to worry about people's feelings, I guess, is the main reason. So, do you not consider yourself an artistic type? Uh, I kind of think I might be artsy fartsy a bit, just for the fact I like to write like stories. I like abstract ideas. And I always every time when this question like when it always comes to like my brothers cuz I have two older brothers. I would say like the oldest, he's like very knowledgeable, book smart, understands numbers like very like school smart and but he's also charismatic. He got all the good genes, not gonna lie. He even got hair. So yeah, so he's always been like in my mind the more knowledge heavy one. Well, my second brother, I feel like he's like very mechanically inclined. He's good working with his hands. He can work on cars, fix things. I'm like if you I don't know if he does a lot even any woodworking or anything. I feel like he'd be really good at that type of stuff. Just anything like mechanically, I think he's like very uh, good at it. But then it comes to me where it's like I'm not necessarily like people say I'm smart. I don't think so. I don't think I'm that smart. I would say knowledge wise I was probably pretty average. So like not too bad. Like I did okay in school. Like I passed. I made it out of high school and got an associate's. But so I wouldn't say that would make me that smart. Um, and then when it comes to mechanically inclined, I'm terrible at like with my two recent jobs. Like I've gotten better at like how to use tools, drilling, screwdrivers, and like doing all that stuff. But like when I compare it to the people around me, it just I'm not that good at it. Like it's so hard for me. Like I think I also have like a depth perception issue where it's like when people would say like 1 inch or 2 inches, like I just can't see that in my mind. Just like I can't look at that. It's like oh that's about an inch, and then someone looks at it. It's like oh that's about an inch and a half. Like or do you like quarter of an inch and stuff? It's like I'll just like look at it. It's like how do you know? Like get like I have to get a tape measure every time or something. So so but I think like my middle brother, he's really good at like mechanically doing all that. So as for me, I just I think artsy is my only thing I got. And I don't even think I'm that artsy. Like I do like creative things, doing like YouTube content creating and writing and stuff. Like I know my brothers don't really do any of that. So that's why I basically oldest brother is the knowledgeable one. The second one is mechanically inclined, and there's me eating crayons and being artsy fartsy, I guess. So I, I just have to say, you do not consider yourself an artist. No, I do think I am an artistic, I guess. So God, I don't know, like, because I've had that thought a lot of the times when I think about like try to like. It's I know people says don't compare yourself to other people, but it's just like it's just normal things that we do usually. And again, usually when it comes to family members, it's just how it is. Okay. Fact and logic drive you. Okay, fact and logic drives your action more than emotions do. I probably have to agree with this one. Like, I, because when anything happens, usually I listen to my head just like, what's the first thing I do? Observe the area around. So it's usually I would say more of logic and stuff. Like there is like some emotional things that I would probably do or stuff, or because I do also. I mean, I'm gonna drop it down just because I do consider other people's emotions a lot too. So like emotionally, but the story I just told recently would beg to differ. I'll just keep it right there. I don't know. I feel today I might not be an INFJ. It's gonna give me a different option, I think. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I'd probably disagree. Like, I wouldn't 100% disagree if it's like something that. Because, like, I have a work trip Sunday. I have not packed. And, like, to tell you the truth, like, this is kind of relaxing for me to do. To go on stream and just talk about all the stuff that I'm interested in. So, like, I'd rather do that instead of pack, I guess. Than, like, yeah. Because I also have to. Yeah, so I would. I usually would probably do like because even when I get home from work, I have to like de-stress a little bit before I do anything. So I think yeah, that is probably the right answer for me to do. If you had to choose, you would pick competence over friendliness when hired. You pick competence over friendliness when hiring. Okay, so I got so this is perfect. This is a good question because me and Abe have always talked about this. One of my dreams, like I don't know if it would ever happen, but I think it'd be super cool if I owned my own media company. Like just like my full time job was try to get content out all the time, like make shorts, movies, like story things that and uh, have video editors and stuff. If I had came and like was hiring people and they said pick if I would want someone that's competent or friendliness. So if it was my company, I would. Oh, that's a hard one. Because I would want them to be semi competent. Like, if I hired them, they would still need to know how to do the job. Like, they don't need anyone to, like, shadow them. But also, I don't want someone that is very competent, but is, like, that know it all dick where he's just like, oh, I know more than you guys, and like I'm gonna be an asshole to show my superiority. So like I wouldn't want that. So if I owned my own media company, I would probably choose like a person that is a mixture of both, but like I would lean more friendliness to competence. I think. So I wouldn't. So I wouldn't choose. This would be dickhole, kind of a dick at sometimes. I think I'd be right there. You hate being the center of attention. And yet I have a YouTube channel I stream at. So, if it was in public, I would hate being the center of attention. I would hate having all eyes on me. But I am a little bit of an attention whore. Let's go with that. Shoot, don't lose my test. Okay. Actually, no, I think it was. I'll go one more down. Because if it was in public, the answer would be very different. If it's on the internet, yeah, sure. Your mood can change very quickly. That's an interesting question. I don't. I think it could at times change. Well, I know it's not healthy, but I know I've done it a few times where it's like I will bottle my emotions. So sometimes if it's like through a very like stressful scene, sometimes like it might like crack and like my personality might flip a little, but I usually try to reel it back in. I'd go. I'll go neutral. It's very rare though, because that's what like my nice home alone time is for, is to de-stress and prevent that from happening. You would rather be in charge of improving team efficiencies than moral. I disagree. I'd probably strongly disagree. I would rather be in charge of increasing morale. I don't like team efficiency. Like I could probably figure out better ways to do it. I just would rather take people's emotions and thoughts more accountable. So yeah, let's just go with that. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Kind of agree. I have done that. I have done that multiple times. You enjoy debating on ethical dilemmas. Weirdly enough, I do. I like to talk about ethical morality of everything because how great and abstract that is. So I do like talking about that stuff. Probably not a good thing to talk about on stream though, because like again, those topics can get very heated. Oh my god, I'm only at 50%. This might take longer than I thought. You usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. Disagree. I'd rather be by myself. There's no explanation for this. We all know this. When faced with a new, complex, ambiguous problem, you tend to feel overwhelmed rather than excited. I do feel overwhelmed, but sometimes if it's something I'm interested, I still get excited. So I'd put a small agree. I do get overwhelmed, but I do get excited at the same time. If you find it easy to empathize with people whose experiences are very different from your own. Yeah, I feel like I'm a very this is me just self saying, which could be contradictory of itself. Is I every like when I am with a group of people, I pay attention to body language, how they act, how they say things, and try to understand how they feel. And a lot of the times, I'll try to like stir conversations or something. If like something's making them uncomfortable, I'll try to stir it in a different direction and move it in a different way. So, I feel like I understand. I think it's just because I watch people so much that I under try to understand them more. So I'm just gonna go with that. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. 100% agree. Like this is one I hate making schedules. I hate keeping with it because it's just like there's just times that something comes up in life that it's like I can't do that anymore. But now that I do make schedules, it feels like I actually have to do it. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Disagree. I always second guess. I second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth guessed it. I never feel confident in any of the choices I've made. Even in this test, I don't feel 100% confident in it. After a long, exhausting week, a social event is just what you need. No, no, no! Don't put me there. Like, I just worked over probably if I worked over 60 hours of work or something instead of my normal 40, and just someone is like, all right, party at Randy's, I would die. I would be like, no, you all go away. You're drawn to various forms of creative expressions and such as writing. Oh, I love writing. It's my favorite. That's probably the longest hobby that, other than video gaming, that's probably one of the longest hobbies that I've ever done and still feel very passionate about. You often have a hard time understanding others' feelings. I understand people's feelings. I understand especially when they explain it, just how what they're feeling and stuff. I get it, and I understand some people just need someone to talk to. So I doesn't necessarily mean oh, yeah, I mean, so it's a hard to. What I miss? What you missed was 62% of the test, buddy. And the long explanation of what the Myers Briggs test is. Not a lot, to be honest. So, but yeah, so you often have a hard time understanding others' feelings. I disagree. I think I understand people. I think I do. Maybe it's just a self-involvement thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with I disagree. I don't have a hard time understanding people. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I wish I had a to-do list, and I'm sorry I'm late, Professor. Minus 50 points from Gryffindor. Oh wait, no, I think lost. You're Ravenclaw. Well, minus 50 points from Ravenclaw. So, yeah. So you like to? God, I wish I had. I usually have a to-do list that is just thrown out the next day. So I like to have it each day. You know what? I'm just gonna probably put a strong disagree. I never follow it, so it's not necessarily good for me. I rarely feel insecure. Bullshit. I am always insecure. I am always have doubt. Always feel guilt. I am an insecure person. I'll say. To-do list, hard pass. Yeah, I kind of said the same. I would like to have one, but I just don't do it. You avoid making phone calls. This might show my age. Oh, actually, this might make me feel older than I really am. Because I prefer some people to just call me on the phone. I hate texting. So, even all my close friends, you can ask them, is that I will send gifts, and hopefully that conveys my emotion enough where it's not hopefully offensive, because sometimes when I've text people and I feel like it gets misconstrued, it's so that's why I would rather make a phone call than because then I just gets the you are a phone call over text, yes, thank you. But I understand that's an older generation thing now, and maybe I'm part of that generation, but it's just you get to the point, you understand what needs to be done, and you get your idea across. So, and I'm gonna strongly agree on that. Oh, I'm gonna listen. I agree on that. So, you enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yes, This goes back to all the abstract and like understanding things I don't understand. I like viewing crazy ideas of stuff. So, yeah. And also going back to that question, it's just like I always like to like be conscious of like figuring other people's point of view. So like I always like to suggest the personality test just because I'm curious on what they would do, how they answer stuff. So people often turn to you to boost their energy levels of the group. Kind of. Hmm. You know what? I don't think I've ever answered this question. This is a really interesting. People often turn to you to boost energy levels of the group. Would I be able to? No. I wouldn't necessarily say I would be that person. I'd be like the parent of the group, I think. The more responsible and make us do the right thing. I'm like I want to be say yeah, I'm that guy, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I'm just gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with that. That's an interesting question. To be honest, when it says people often turn to you to boost the energy level of the group, I would say that would be more of Abe and Geo, in my opinion, because I feel like they're a lot more active, outgoing, and spontaneous than me. Because like, if they want like a boost of energy, it would be like, hey guys, let's go hang out in my basement, so I don't have to be in public anymore. So yeah, I don't think I would be that person. Okay, if you have plans, if your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Probably, I would probably just like I mean, yeah, I actually have done that. It was just like, oh, I have this thing to do, but I also have this thing just came up. I would try to get done the thing that just came up. I will try to get that done and then come back to what everything and like if I had planned it before. Yeah, I would. I am. Yeah, that I did slightly agree with that. You are still bothered by the mistakes that you made a long time ago. 100% agree. I am forever haunted by the decisions I've made. Unfortunately, you really contemplate contemplate. Okay, you really contemplate the reasons of human existence or meaning of life. Disagree. I think about that every day. That's literally the first thought I have in the morning. What is the meaning of life? Like the only thing I've ever really like came up with that for that answer of the meaning of life is what you do with it. The meaning of life is the opportunity of what you make of it. That is kind of the idea every because like I think actually that's funny because I do remember a story. I was working at my last job. The past is the past is in my view. I mean, the past is the past, but the past has also formed you as the individual. So I I will look back at those things that I've made and see how it formed me. So that's how I think of it. But yeah, so when it comes to like the meaning of life and human existence, like yeah, I remember someone I don't remember I think it was like I was working somewhere and this random person asked me, he was like, what do you think of the meaning of life is? And then I was just like, oh, I guess it's what you make of it. And like, apparently he was happy with that answer. He was like, you know what? That is actually inspiration. I was like, really? I just fucking came up with that like just 5 minutes ago. It's like, it's your life. You make it what you want it to be. What do you want it? And is this what you want it to be? This is kind of just your outcome. So, yeah, I do think a lot about that stuff. I think the thing is, like, maybe we should have gone to like school for like psychology or like philosophy, because I do like studying those type of product like ideas and stuff. I just don't know what kind of job I would have at the end of it. Your emotion controls you more than you control them. I'm gonna do slightly disagree. I think I can keep my emotions in check very well, because generally I'll my head will win generally about all that stuff. So unless it's like something serious, and then I maybe emotions might come in and kick in. You take great care not to embarrass others, even when it's their fault. 100% agree. I don't like to make shows, and if it's like, I don't like to surround with people that are like, that like gather a lot of attention sometimes when it's just like something very embarrassing. And like, yeah, so my emotions can easily beat my mind. Well, I mean, at least you're true to yourself. um, yeah, I always try to. I think the reason why my emotions never kicked in first is because I always if I am in a situation, my head will go, okay, what's the escape plan? How do I get out of this conversation? How do I get out of this room? This is a terrible situation. How do I get away from the person before I blow up? So usually that's what happens in my head. But yeah, taking great care of not embarrassing others. Yeah, I don't want to be the person to embarrass the group. I also don't want to be in the group that's being embarrassed by. But yeah, so I do that. You quickly lose interest in what you're doing when you come across new and more interesting ideas. Kind of. I kind of do. I do have this weird thing. It's happened a few times where I would get interested in something, and then say friend A would also get interested in that same thing, and but they just go way more in the deep end of like figuring out all the intricacies of it, and just like get the knowledge way more of the idea of that stuff over me. Like, say it's a hobby, sometimes that's very discouraging to me, so I would actively look for a new interest. Maybe it's just the hipster side of me is like, oh, it's mainstream now, I gotta move on. So, but yeah, I mean, I do. You quickly lose it. You're doing when you come. So, I mean, I could very say that also like recently, because I do enjoy computers. I finally got all the parts for my new PC build, but like before that, like I something else had caught my idea as a hobby, which is like competition shooting. So I spent all that and lost interest in computers, and now I'm trying to float it back. But yeah, so I'd probably agree to that. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it would take them to feel disappointed in you. It's me 100%. It's like, yeah, I did something good. Man, when do you lose faith in me? That is how I feel all the time at work. I can't lie, in my IRL job, it's like, because it's like, even like with the job before, it's just like, man, what, like, I've messed up a lot of times, but yet they're still not 100% disappointed in me. And now, like, even with this new job, it's like, God, I know you kind of like, you guys have patted me on the back a few times, but man, I'm waiting for the disappointment. Yeah, it's coming. It eventually it comes. So, you would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. 100% agree. Weirdly enough, yeah, because then I don't have to worry about the people around me. Because currently with the job I have, I could work alone most of the time, but I'm like in training, so I don't get to be alone. So I would rather be alone though. So, yeah, that's very, yeah. I don't I don't want to worry about people's emotions. You believe pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. I always think it's interesting, and I always want to make those conversations with people and just make them think and just like I don't know. I just love think about philosophical stuff. You often feel energized being in a crowded place. No, I don't. Leave me alone. People, leave me alone. You feel bad when you cannot afford to respond to charity appeal. Uh yeah, I do cuz like I was the person that would like it's like, "Oh, round it up." To, it was like, "Yeah, sure." Or it's like, "How much would you like to donate?" I was like, yeah, I feel like I am obligated. Feel bad when you can't afford it, but yeah. So I'd probably yeah, actually I would probably strongly agree. Oh my god, I'm at 90%. An hour and 11 minutes later. This is only the first test, and I have three more to take after this. But it should go faster when I do the other test, because a lot of the tests should be similar. So, like, I don't have to over explain it the next few times, at least, hopefully. You often feel overwhelmed. Yeah, sure. I get pressure. You make sure to evaluate your progress towards long term careers at least once a month. Probably. I'm gonna go neutral on that one, just because, like, I do evaluate myself, but like sometimes thinking like way in the future for a long term is kind of hard for me to evaluate. How does one feel overwhelmed all the time? This seems ludicrous. I am always overwhelmed because of people and work. I have what I have to plan for streams, trying to do multiple things. I'm trying to write a three-story novel. I wish I had more time to do things. I guess that's how I feel overwhelmed all the time. The it's a lost nightmare. It's not a choice. We just live with it. It's terrible. It's just a bad time. You prefer a task that requires you to come up with creative solutions rather than concrete set. I mean, yeah, sure. I like thinking outside the box. You're willing to give up a good opportunity if you believe someone needs it more than you. Weirdly enough, yes. I will always sacrifice my happiness for others for some reason. Don't know why. It's just something that was like implanted in my brain that my needs are less than others. So, you struggle with deadlines? Kind of. I like I don't feel stressed or overwhelmed all the time, so this is something I can't comprehend. You lucky bastard. I wish. What? Like, damn. How you just go in and you just go and live normal life? How dare you come in my stream and say you could live a normal and be a normal human being in society and not have worries? No, that's actually good for you. That is awesome for you. I do wish you the best for that. Because like it does suck, like being stressed and overwhelmed all the time, because it's just like it just it does get to the point where it feels like it's like suffocating almost. But you just I mean you kind of have to be the one to help pull yourself out. If like that's why I always try to take strides of like, okay, I just these next 2 hours I need to just de-stress, because like to be honest, like today was kind of a rough day at work, so just like I was like, okay, I have 2 hours before stream. I just need to relax, don't talk to anyone, just be on my own. Just before I have to go stream and be somewhat normal, I guess. So, yeah, it sucks, but you kind of figure out how to squeeze those relaxing moments in between stuff. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Oh, no, probably not. Uh, so I think this is probably a part of like depression at that part. It's like I don't have any, I don't really have any hope for that. All right, so I am a male and see results. What do we get? INFP. Okay, so I did not get INFJ. Interesting. That's interesting. Why don't you feel confident? I don't know. Life has proven me wrong time and time again. Yeah. So okay, so I'm not an INFJ. I apparently today I'm not. This is say because that is the like the thing that people have said about the Myers Briggs test is it is actually widely inconsistent. So that's why people have preferred the Enneagram test over this. But it could be that I am like a mixture. I mean, I got the INF. It's just the P and the J I think are very. I'm probably very. Actually, no, I might. There's a lot of personality things. So like if we read, yeah, mediator are poetic, kind, and artistic people who always eager to help a good cause. I don't know about that. There were some questions that I answered was probably very bad. 90% introvert. Okay, I killed it there. 90%, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. Um 81 intuitive. Actually, that is interesting. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious, and they value originality and focus hidden meanings and yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So, goddamn, I know. Yeah, I'm actually super proud of that. 90% introvert. It really proves how introverted I am and how I don't want to go outside. So yeah, that's what feeling 77%. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, feeling individuals emotional expression sensitive. Like I'm bad at like conveying it, but yeah, I do feel like I understand that. And actually, you know what? 72% P actually. So that is interesting. Prospecting individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunity. You know, that does make sense. Maybe I am an INFP. Man, my whole world is changing, man. The tending is the flexibility and nonconformity of value, novels, and stability. 69. Nice. Turbulent. Turbulent individuals are self conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success driven perfectionists. Oh, okay. So I think this is wrong. I am not a perfectionist. Oh wait, what is the other one? Assertive? Oh, I'm not assertive. Okay, maybe this is right. This is probably 100% right. I'm not assertive. I have no spine when it comes to like confrontationing, unless it's like someone's in danger. So, but I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. That's like far from the truth. I'll be like, okay, that's. I mean, when it comes to my writing, maybe I'm a perfectionist, but like when it's like every other thing, not so much. Interesting. One more thing. No, I don't need that. Yeah. So okay, let's look at this. So all that is good gold does not glitter. Not all of those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep into the roots are not with the blah. Okay. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of words, man. Gift of empathy, speaking the truth, in search of for calling. Mediator, so I am like J.R. Tolkien, William Shakespeare. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Alicia Keys. Tom Hiddleston, Julia Roberts, William Wordsworth, Johnny Depp, Frodo, Emilio Ponloon. Okay. Okay. Those are the people I'm similar to. Okay, so these are other people. Well, what is it? Strength and weaknesses. What am I weak to? Strengths: empathetic, generous, open-minded, creative, passionate, idealist. Weakness: unrealistic, apparently. That makes a lot of sense. Self-isolating. That's right. Unfocused. Yeah, damn, this actually is very true. Emotional vulnerable. I don't know if I'm emotionally vulnerable. Well, maybe. Maybe. Self-critical, yeah. Too eager to please, yeah. So that's right. All right. Romantic, although that's non-existent. Hopeless romantic. Am I making an effort? Okay. Finding what's real. Okay. I'm not really gonna read this because I got 3 more tests to do. Friendships. Seeking for kindred spirits, friends for life. Yeah, that's right. I get friends for life. All right. So wait, what's career path? Is YouTube on here? This is a YouTube streamer. Certain careers, vocation, hold special allure, finding their way, highly adaptable people, but they still find them demotivated. High scores. Okay, whatever. All right, so that is one. So that is just one test that we just did, and it says I am an INFP. Like, pretty much, I think everything was pretty well assertive that I was an INFP because of what was like 90, 81, 70, 70. Yeah, so that. All right, I'm writing it down. Okay, I need a pencil or a pen that actually writes. So this one has said I'm an INFP. But that is not the only test we got here. We got 3. We got one more Myers Briggs test to see if the results are the same. But the tests, if I remember right, the questions are usually different. So this one is by Trudity. So again, same thing, answer the questions and see what I get. So this will be probably a lot faster because I don't have to explain myself as much. So accurate, inaccurate. So let's go with this one. I try not to draw attention to myself. Accurate, yeah. I feel uncomfortable when I disagree with someone. Accurate. I lose my belongings. Semi-accurate. I have a vivid imagination, yes, because I like to write. I do lose a lot of stuff, actually. And then that's my social aspect. Okay. I would enjoy attending a large party in my honor. Inaccurate. No. Too many people. I dislike being in competitions with other. You know what? 100% accurate. Yeah, that seems about right. I prefer to follow a schedule. Neutral. I'm like, schedule would be nice to do things to keep me focused, but sometimes I feel restricted in those schedules. So, kind of in the middle of that. I question the wisdoms of my elders. A little bit, sometimes. Because, like, again, sometimes you get to those guys that are just, like, so hard focused on certain ideas. Things have to be this way, but I always like to learn different ways of doing things. I enjoy being the center of attention. Kind of. Not on YouTube, sure, but not in person. I try to avoid conflict. Very accurate. I hate making an argument against people or trying to like prove something wrong to them or I'll just like if they try to explain something and I'm just not getting it, I'll just nod and agree. It's just I don't want people to be mad. I make sure my work is finished on time. Pretty accurate. It's important to me to follow tradition. If the tradition of sacrificing a goat, probably not. I make an effort to be popular. No, not really. I disagree. I sympathize with the homeless. Slightly agree. Like, here's a harsh reality of what I say for that. Because again, this can get misconstrued into a lot of different ways. Actually, I'm going to probably put this in the neutral. Because the thing about it is what I've learned, because with one of my jobs, I had like my job before, I would work at gas stations. It is very sad to see when people are being generous and giving money out to these people, just to see those people, once they get money, they literally go to the gas station and buy a can of beer. And again, it's sad that they have like either an alcohol or addiction and stuff like that, all that. But unfortunately, they have put themselves in that situation, and they kind of, it's kind of on them a little bit. But I know but every situation is different. Where if, say, something had happened tragically and they had to cope, they'd have to do that. But also, it's a very gray line. Like I feel bad that they have to, that their life has came to this point, but it could be also, I don't know who they were as an individual before, if they had brought it onto themselves. I do not know their story, so that's why I'm just going to kind of be neutral about it. So it's an interesting idea, because again, you do get people that are like inaccurate to accurate, because it's something that's, I would think, depends on the situation. I have a trouble controlling my impulses. When it comes to spending, yes, kind of. So, but if it's in I'm gonna go middle. What's up? Hey, what's up? Fortune SK89. Not much. I'm just taking a personality test. So far, I am not an INFJ. I am INFP. I am very emotional, apparently. I'm like 90% introverted, too, so that's pretty accurate. So I'm taking the second test now. These tests are actually taking a lot longer than I thought, because I thought I'd get all 4 of them done before 2 hours, but I'm getting close to the 2-hour mark. So, I think about why people do things they do. 100%. I always question people of what they do. Being around a lot of people energizes me. No, they do not. Being around people de-energizes me. I don't like to be in large crowds. I am helpful to people around me. I'd like to think I am. I like to think that I'd help people out. I am ambitious. Not 100% sure. I don't think I'm very ambitious, because there's a lot of things I wanted. I used to, but not anymore. Ambitious or energized, or I guess it sucks, because I wish I could find a faster way to get chat to pop up faster, because like now I'm like trying to breeze through these questions. It's just like, oh, what question was that one for? I'm gonna put myself in the middle of ambitious. Like, I still like have like big lofty goals. Like, I want to write a manga. I want to do all that stuff, but I don't think I'm ambitious enough to like. I want to see it through, but I'm not 100% good at keeping it through. I like to do things as they were done in the past. Sorry if I just blew in the mic. Sorry. I once gave someone the street $8 that only had cash on me, and they straight up said, "Is that all?" Like, what? Yeah. See, like that's what it's like. Then I don't feel bad. Yeah. Like, in that situation, I would not feel bad, because again, like, if that was not enough for them, then they need to go do something to improve their life, to like actually get a job or something. Which, again, it's hard if you're homeless to get a job, because again, there's like a lot of stipulations again at like shower and stuff like that. But they let their life go that far, so it's kind of rough. I like to do things as they were done in the past. I'm going to say inaccurate. I like to find new ways. I avoid being alone. Inaccurate. I will do everything to be alone. I forgive easily. Probably true. I usually like, I don't try to hold grudges. I just kind of let it go. I like trying out new hobbies. I agree with that. Unless it's like this, staying active. No, inaccurate. I'm not active. It is the best to be totally objective when making it is, yes, accurate. Then that way you could see the bigger picture of everything. I keep up with my belongings in the proper places. I've done better now, but I am still actually. I'll go neutral because like I kind of do and kind of don't. I have a rich fantasy life. No, I probably have. If my fantasy life would be a post-apocalyptic or something, I don't know. I have a little to say. See, this is weird because I would like to say that's probably accurate, but I did start streaming. And then I feel like that implies that I have more to say. You know, I'm going to go inaccurate. I enjoy being there for others when they are feeling sad. If it's like close friends and families, yes, I'm totally down for it. Complete strangers, different story. If it's like someone I really don't know, I don't want their emotional baggage, weirdly enough. I mean, it sounds sad to say that, but yeah. I really hope these ads don't really get me demonetized. I would rather go with the flow than have a set schedule. Probably true. I enjoy philosophical decisions. Yes, I do. I let other people know what I'm thinking. Nah, probably not. I kind of keep that to myself, I think, a lot of the times. I avoid arguing even when I disagree. Accurate. I will cave in my ideals. I am very attentive to deadlines. And neutral. I would like to play a musical. I would like. I would like to like get a guitar and play Rocksmith again. I would. Yeah, I say accurate. I have a lot of neutral. I have a lot of fun. How's that even a question? I have a lot of fun. I a fun day. Every day fun. I was like, really? No. It's like that is a weird question. I resist temptation. Neutral. I cave in sometimes. So like, when it comes to spending, yeah, I cave in all the time. It is easy for me to talk to strangers. Inaccurate. No. I talking to new people. No. It's not easy for me. I am a ball of anxiety, although I might not show it, but in my head it's probably screaming, why am I talking to this person? I am concerned for the welfare of elderly people. I'm concerned for most people's well-being. So, yeah, accurate. I'm determined to achieve success in life. Did you start streaming? Sorry, I gotta move this because I have this little pop-up chat instead. Did you start streaming not to be an introvert or just a basic human? You know what? Basic human interaction is probably the way to go. I'm still being an introvert by not even being physically near anyone, and I love it. I love not being near people. Being people's in presence is hard for me. For a second, I thought you were asking, did you start streaming not to be an introvert or just be a basic human? And it was just like, oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know how to be human, but then I see the end, it says interaction. It's like, I guess, yeah, that makes more sense. I don't have much human interaction. I mean, I do work in a pretty social environment in IRL, but yeah, it's probably the second one. Because I will always be an introvert, no matter what. Are you determined to achieve success? Probably neutral. I believe the importance in art. Probably, because art does, like, I know a lot of people kind of are not into that, but actually, I'm going to just slightly agree. Because, like, art has its place, but knowledge is probably more important. I feel I like to spend my free time alone. Accurate, 100% accurate. I believe people should be punished for their mistakes. Kind of depends on what, like, how big of a punishment. The punishment needs to correlate to what they've done wrong. But if it's like just like something very insignificant, then no. I enjoy having a daily routine. Probably disagree because I don't even follow my own daily routine. I spend time seeking new experiences. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do. I actually like trying new things, as long as it doesn't fall. I am on the go. What kind of question is that? I am on the go. Like, is that like? I guess that's like the idea of like someone's just like, I gotta do this, just like always. So I say inaccurate. I wish other people would be more logical. I've had that thought before. Just like, your logic doesn't make sense. Just stop being dumb. I have had that thought. I like to tidy up every once in a while. Yeah, I enjoy imagining the future. Yeah, I do that all the time. I'll spend lots of time doing that. I find it difficult to express my opinions accurate. I will always cave. Like, this goes back to that same debate. Even though I know something's wrong, I will cave in. It's like, okay, yeah, you could believe that. We can move on from the conversation. Yeah. I like to help others with their personal problems. Kind of. If my friends, sure. But complete strangers, I don't need that trauma dumping. I finish assignments before they're due. Neutral. I mean, kind of. If it's work related, usually, yeah, I do. I think about the mysteries of the universe. Yes, I like thinking about that. I have lots of energy. Inaccurate. I have no energy to do anything, really, to be honest. I can't even. I wish I had a lot of energy. Like, to be honest, like, I am super tired right now. And, like, I know a lot of people are going to make this argument. I got 6 hours of sleep, and that is, like, killing me right now. And that made it, like, so hard. It's like, oh, God, but I have to stream today. I don't want to. I'm so tired. So, but I want to keep being consistent on YouTube and making my ways through this. So, yeah. I know some people's like, 6 hours, that's good enough of sleep. Not for me. I need 8 hours at least. Like, 8 hours to... 9's usually my max. 9 or 10. I don't like oversleeping, but yeah. I can't stand when someone dislikes me. Yeah, that's probably accurate. I'm always feel I follow my impulses. That's a neutral. I mean, actually, that's probably true. Yeah, I don't like the idea, like, if I met someone in real life, like, especially if it's, like, a coworker, it's just like, oh, I can't stand that person. You don't need sleep. See, I told you there is someone that's going to complain about my 6 hours sleep issue. So, yeah. I follow my impulses. When it comes to buying things, yes, I will follow my impulses on that. I enjoy trying to understand complicated. Yeah, sure, I do. I feel very happy and accurate. Yeah. I don't think I ever feel very happy. Like, there's moments I'll be happy, but I don't think I'm happy all the time. I feel like that's like what the question's asking is like, are you happy like most of the time or not? I was like, probably not. I spend time trying to understand myself. Yeah, I do that a lot. I like to think about things of like myself as a, like that's why I do all these personality tests, just because to figure out what kind of person I am. You're so happy. No, I'm really not. Nah, nah. I get a thrill out of meeting new people. Inaccurate. No, I don't like meeting new people. It's always a stressful thing to do. Cause like it's just because with people it's just like, oh god, I have to get a read and understand who they are, what is appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say. Are they gonna be offended if I make this joke? That's always the hardest thing for me. I need support from others. I don't think like I was always under the impressions like no one's gonna like me unless I like myself. So I feel like at that point I don't really need people. So I'm gonna go neutral though. I do not bother. I am not bothered by disorders. I'm bothered by disorders, or is like I guess I was thinking about like mental disorders. I'm bothered by those, but I don't know if it's just like what is it? I these questions need to be better labeled. I feel like it's very vague. I'm just gonna put that in the neutral because I don't really know. Actually, I'm gonna put that as like disorders. I'm guessing like things that are messed up, like if not organized or something. I enjoy going to museums. Yeah, I do. Oh my god, there's still like 4 more pages of this. God damn it. I avoid noisy crowds. Accurate. I hate noisy crowds. I forgive others' mistakes even when they harm me personally. Probably, yeah. I kind of get over it. I don't like hold grudges. I make plans and stick to them. I try to accurately. I like if I make a plan, I do generally want to stick with it. I like to do things differently, even if I'm not sure if it will work. I do like doing things differently to see if it can get me the same or better results. And I don't know. That's a hard one, but I'm going to say slightly agree because I like trying new things. Trying to figure out different ways of doing things. I do not like to sit still for very long. If it's like sitting still to play video games, I can play video games for hours and hours. Or watch anime for hours and hours. So, I gotta slightly agree with that. I make important decisions based on my gut feelings. I have done that more recently. Like if I like I when I get gut feelings sometimes because I feel like the last few times I had gut feelings, something bad was gonna happen, and I didn't listen to it, and something bad did happen. So I feel like I've been listening to my gut feelings more often because of that now. I started to task. I started tasks in advance, so I have plenty of time. I do kind of do that. I hold back my opinions. Yes, I do that. I am sensitive to feelings of others. Yeah. I'm easily distracted. I think so. I'm pretty easily distracted. Oh, actually, I'm going to go with that one. I slightly agree because there's times I can just focus a lot on it. Things. I enjoy learning about scientific theories. Kind of. If it's like, no, I'm going to put that in neutral. I love life. Inaccurate? I'm gonna go. Man, this one is telling me something. No, life is. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go that way. I work hard to please others. Kind of, yeah, I do. I have a zest for life. What the fuck is? What does that mean? I have a zest for life. What the fuck? What is like? What? That is a weird. That is a weird way to ask a question like that. Zest. I have great enthusiasm and energy. Okay, I just kind of looked it up. I'm gonna say inaccurate. I do not have the enthusiasm and energy in life. I give to people who are less fortunate than I. It means life is zesty. Yeah, pretty much. I give a life. I'm gonna go. This kind of goes back to that homeless question, so I'm gonna go neutral. And I would say my life is not zesty, Taco Sanchez. I like to have a detailed plan before starting. I usually do, because then that way I can get the fuller picture in my head sometimes. Because like that is like the hardest thing for me is to do stuff like, especially when it comes to just doing like projects and like if I don't know what the end product is, I get so lost and I just don't understand what's going on and like it's so hard to get me back on that track. So that's always a hard thing for me. I wonder why I am the way I am. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of times I thought about it. It's like, how did I become the person I am? I love to make new friends. I'm okay with. I mean, I know the last question I said I don't really need any more friends, but I'm like kind of like going back and it's like new friends wouldn't be bad. I just wouldn't be the person to actively look for those people. It's important to me that other people like me, kind of, because I'm self-conscious. I know I always feel like I need the approvals of others for some reason. Don't know why. Why are my eyes closed? Come on, VTuber Studios, keep up. I know I'm Asian, but this is just bad. Okay, calibrating. Okay, hopefully that's better. Hopefully I'm not full Asian anymore. I have trouble sticking to a routine. Yes, very accurately. We can be friends. Well, wait, we're not friends now. Are we becoming friends? I thought we were always friends. Taco Sanchez. What the hell, man? I appreciate the beauty of nature. Yeah, nature's cool. I guess. I just I like looking at nature from the window. I don't want to be out there. Okay. Man, I don't know. I mean, I could probably get to it. I prefer a quiet surrounding. Accurate. I do. I don't like right now. There's like no. Holy crap! My basement is like completely black. I didn't realize it's dark and quiet. I find it difficult to get down to work. Uh Neutral. Sometimes not. Emotional people make me uncomfortable. I'm gonna go slightly inaccurate. Emotional people are okay. Just well, kind of. If they're crying, then yes, then that makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go neutral on that one because like if no, yeah, neutral's probably because crying people is like I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I don't know how to fix this. People tell me I'm too quiet. Yeah, accurate. I have been told that multiple times, which is funny because I have a YouTube and I stream now, and that you would think that's like the opposite of me. I am concerned about others. For some reason, I am. I like to finish all my chores before doing something fun. Inaccurate. Like I know I have to do it. I will get to it eventually, but I will do fun stuff usually in between. I enjoy chit chatting with new acquaintances. Not really. Like if it's a person new to me, it's always hard to figure out who they are. It's important to me to make decisions without being swayed by emotions. Slightly agree. Emotions sometimes can be bad. I carry out my plans. Inaccurate. I mean, actually neutral. Sometimes I do. If it's important, I will carry it out. But if it's me just being me, doing things I enjoy, then no. It is important to me to understand the bigger picture. Yes, accurate. It is important to me to be of service of others. Inaccurate. To be the service to others. Yeah, inaccurate. I live for myself, kind of, somewhat. I don't know. This is making me contradict myself now. And god damn it, why did my eyes close again? My eyes are not closed. VTuber Studios is just racist, bitch. Come on. So if I look like this, this will fix my eyes? It kind of fixed my eyes. Oh my god. I enjoy examining myself and my life. That seems odd, but yes, accurate, sure. I find it challenging to make new friends. Accurate, yes. I like poetry. Kind of. I'm a very private person. You are a lot nicer than me. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of. I mean, I do like. I don't know. No, because I've thought about this recently. Is like why I've became such an empathetic person over the years, because I don't like with my parents. I don't think they were like. I don't know if I learned it from them, but I like one thing I think about is like kindergartens. Like that was kind of the thing that I feels like some of the lessons I learned from that stuck with me from that on. Don't know why. It's just I don't know. It's weird because I just remember like kindergarten. That was like the biggest thing was just teaching the kids to be a decent person, and now I've been brainwashed. So, all right, am I a private? I would probably say pretty accurately. I question why things are the way they are. Oh yeah, all the time. I let others know that I care about their feelings. Kind of ish. I mean, I think more times than others actually now thinking about it. That's probably why people keep coming to me with their problems. People stop that. I think about the needs of others, yeah, unfortunately. I like to be needed by others. Inaccurate. I'd rather be alone. I would prefer to come up with my original solution to a problem. Yeah, I'm full of new ideas and neutral. Oh god, this is different. Okay. From each pair, choose the phrase that describes you. I like ideas that are easy to understand. I like ideas that are complex. Kind of that. I keep my thoughts to myself. I speak up. Oh, I keep my thoughts to myself. I never speak up. I don't have a spine. I spend my time pursuing my goals. I spend my time enjoying life. I'm in the middle of that. Because, like, I do have goals, but I also do enjoying life. I put my needs first. I put others' need. Ahead of my. I do that. I do that a lot of the times. Actually, I'm going to do this. I don't yeah. I trust traditional views. I question traditional views. I question them. I often am disorganized. I keep myself organized. I'm disorganized. I enjoy activities that are familiar. I enjoy experience. I kind of am both, so I'm going to go neutral. I like to try and innovate. I like to use the trusted method. I like to innovate. Actually, I'll go slightly. I prefer to follow a clear procedure. I prefer to improvise. I like clear procedures. I'm always prepared. I'm often unprepared. I'm gonna go with that one. I work first, play later. I play for. I'm neutral. I switch it up between the times. I seek the attentions from others. I avoid attention. I'd rather be not noticed. I look for a way to help others. I look for ways to achieve my own goals. Do I step on the bodies that form my throne to be what I always wanted to be? No, not really. I feel the pain for others. Or I'll look for ways to help others. What is this one? I feel the pain of other people. I almost easily not affected by sets. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm this boy. That this is right, actually. I make sure everyone is taken care of. I look out for I try to take care of everyone. I hate it. Though. I focus on real life. I like my imagination, though. I like to live in my imagination head. That's probably a scary sign of therapy needed, though. I value privacy. I value my privacy, and because that means I'm more secluded. I do things step by step. I jump in and figure out. I was like, I do that. I jump in and figure, like, there's. I've noticed a lot of times if you throw me a manual, I will jump around and read it, and like I'll miss like little parts of it. Weirdly enough, so I do that. I'm more interested in what is possible. I'm more interested in what is real. What's possible? I start a conversation. I let others start a conversation. People talk to me, because I will never talk to them. I like to cooperate. I like to compete. I am a cooperator. I hate competition sometimes. I make decisions with my head. I make decisions with my heart. Probably my head. I follow a plan. I act on impulse. Middle. I prefer to work in an active, bustling office. I work in a calm, quiet office. I'd rather have a calm, quiet office. Motivation. Oh my god, what is it? Motivation survey. Okay, I gotta move the mic because it's kind of in my way. Sorry for the disturbance and also closer of my voice. In general, how would you describe your level of motivation to improve yourself? I'm not willing to do much to improve myself in life. I'm willing to make some effort to improve. I'm willing to make good deals of efforts. I'm improving myself in my is important top priority. I'd say it's this one. I will make some effort, but also I would like to look at some of the other stuff down the road. God, why is my eyes still closed? Like this, I can't wait until like. Spoilers, I am getting a new model. So hopefully the new model rig is a lot better than this one. But yeah, so hopefully once I get my new computer, the new model will be ready by then, which would be awesome. What are the areas of life are you most interested in improving? Select all of those. Finding my own sense of happiness and set sure. Improving the ability to be productive and choose. Yeah, that sounds about right. Learning to live accordingly to my own values and individual gifts. Yes. Finding and maintaining a romantic partner. Sure. Using the strength and talents to give back to the world around me. Sure. Like developing friendships and other social connections. Yeah, maybe learning how to make the right decision for my life. Okay, I'm gonna take the. I don't know. I'm gonna take all these. Oh, these are all right. Progress in my career. If that's YouTube, sure. Damn, I literally checked all of them. Okay. See my results. What am I? Okay, personality type. All right, I'm a 9. So it is. I am an INFP. I guess maybe that's what I really am. So, okay, congratulations. You've completed the multifaceted personality assessment. You fill your so. Oh my God! So look at it. Like that introvert's probably like 90% stuff, right? So yep. So INFP again. That's. I was actually kind of expecting I was gonna get something different from INFP this time around. That's actually surprising. So your individual trait, unlike the most types, da da da. So 78 creative, 70% sympathetic, 56 idealistic. I thought that might be higher. Oh no, this is a book that I get. Okay, it doesn't really give you. That's. I would say the first test is a lot better because like this doesn't give you a whole lot of information actually. Interesting. All right, so what we've established today is I actually might not be an INFJ. It might be an INFP. So, but that's the thing. So we've disproven that now. But now I have 2 more quizzes to do. Oh my god, oh my god, this can take 30 minutes. Man, I really should have. So this is another truly one. So this is But this is the Enneagram. So Enneagram works a lot differently. So let's get that up there. So here's the Enneagram test. And with that, it's actually interesting how this works because, again, how I said before, so I was a 5 W6. So basically, you get chosen by, well, not chosen, by based on your questions that you've answered, you are thrown into a number, basically. So the first number would be this, for me, would be 5. So that means I am the investigator type. So in-depth knowledge of specific subjects, interested in thinking extensively before speaking, withdrawn, and extremely independent. That kind of like goes the idea of being an introvert and a thinker type kind of stuff. So, and then the W actually stands for a wing, basically. And with that, the wing is like, could either be, I don't know if it goes across or not though, but basically my wing is number 6. So my first personality that I closely relate is a 5, but I also show some traits of 6 as well, which is the loyalist, the organized, well-liked, good, managed from finance. I might not even be a 5W6, actually, now thinking about it, because was managing finances detail-oriented and precise? I don't think so. So, yeah, so with this, like, again, a person can come back to be a 1 with a 2 wing or a 1 and a 9 wing, and then each one could be a little bit different. So it's kind of just a different test, but people have said this one has been more consistent than the Myers Briggs, although we have a consistency of I am an INFP instead, which is mind-blowing to me. At least 3 of the letters that I said I am are correct. So, I'm just going to try to speed run this, because for the most part, most of the questions are going to be similar to the other ones. And I don't think I need to hopefully over-explain myself as much. So let's go ahead and start this one. Oh, and this one, so it's agree. For this one, yeah, it's agree or disagree, and it has a timer, actually. I've actually never taken this one. This one's interesting. Unlike others, I am mostly optimistic. I am probably a pessimistic. My personal achievements are important. Nope, I'll put everybody else's before mine. I am cheerful, fun person to be around. I disagree. I like to imagine or plan my potential future, kind of, yeah. I have a clear image of where I want to end up. Not really. I mean, if I had a clear vision, I'd probably be working on that right now instead of making this YouTube video. I have an alternate. Sorry. I have an alternative interest to the majority of the population. Sure, kind of. My community is important to me, and I support it to the best of my ability. I think community is important. I'm probably really bad at supporting it, though. I enjoy helping others. I do. I could spend hours double-checking my work for the smallest detail. No. I like to spend my time thinking of ways to improve myself. I do that all the time. My social group tends to form around me. I doubt it. I don't think it forms around me. I achieve and contribute more than the most people. Probably not. I'm an unusual person in my opinion. Yeah, I think I am. I feel like I'm very different from others. I don't know why. So I'm going to say yes. I am prone to examine things to the level that could be considered overthinking. Yes, I overthink a lot. I am always planning for the worst case. Yes, because I'm a pessimist. I am usually a positive even in times of stress. I'm probably neutral on that, actually, the more I think about it. I am key part of any organization I join. They would struggle without me. If this was my last job, I would agree, but not right now. I don't mind not being in control of the situation I am in. Disagree. I like being in control, oddly enough. I avoid situations I don't like. I try to. I will tell someone when they act incorrectly. No, I won't say shit. I tend to think the best of everyone. I try to. I like doing things with the traditional method. Disagree. I think my mind is an interesting place. Yeah, I agree. I love my imagination. I know my own feelings well. Kind of. Yeah. It is important to me to be well liked. Kind of. Kind of, I guess. It is important to me to be seen in a good light. Yeah, I kind of agree. I am a responsible person. Probably not. I focus on making sure I do things correctly. I agree. Even if no one's asked, I will try to help. I try. My friend group would not function without me. No, it would function without me. I'm sure they'll be fine without me. I am strange to I am strange to the normally considered ordinary. I probably agree with that one. I want to know the minute details about how something works. Disagree. I don't need that much detail. I make the effort to connect with people who can provide me a security and protection, and disagree. I have the plethora of strategies to avoid situations that would cause me to make me feel bad. I agree. I have ambition, goals, and personal life. Yeah, kind of, I guess. Like, I have those goals, doesn't mean I'm acting on it. I am happy to let the popular opinion guide me what it gets. Disagree. I believe that everything works out eventually. Yeah, I kind of do. I will defend my personal beliefs even if it hurts others. Disagree. Will not do that. I like the ideas of doing something spontaneous. No, I don't. It is important to me to be secure. Agree. I'm introspective and I spend a lot of time thinking deeply. I agree. Weirdly enough, my feelings can be overwhelming and semi-regular basis. Sure, probably. I want to be an inspirational to. Yes, I want to. I am a natural character. Nah, I disagree. My obligations are the most important thing. Disagree. I have high personal standards. Probably. It's nice to be surrounded by people who I can help. Yeah, probably. I want to be considered in a good light by others, sure. I feel like I'm different from people around me. Yeah, I do feel that a lot. All right, almost done with this one. I am open. Sorry. I am open to considering problems from another perspective. Yes, I am. I will take action to avoid harm for either myself or my. I'll take action to avoid harm for either myself or my family and friends. I agree. I like to imagine my future. Sure. Picturing my personal future comes easily to me. Picturing my personal future comes easy to. Sure. I like. Interesting. I am happy to follow groups with whatever they decide to do. I'm not happy about it, but usually sometimes I do. Okay, submitting results. I felt like I kind of really went through that one really fast just because I had a timer and I was just like, ooh, I should probably get that done before the timer. But I'm sure that timer plays a very important thing to it. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't even get to see it. Oh, I don't. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna. I'm going to send it to my junk email real quick. Oh, you bastards. You want me to pay money for this? Oh, that was a waste of time then. God damn it. All right. God damn it. God damn it. I can't believe that. Oh, man. That's stupid. Oh, where's my chat? Feeling the pressure of the timer? That sucks that they suckered you so you have to pay. Yeah, basically. I didn't realize that one was an actual pay wall one. Okay, well, I know this one isn't because I just did the Myers Briggs on it before. We'll just do this. I strive for perfection, negatory. So, that pisses me off that we wasted that much. I mean, was it like 8 minutes maybe it took me to take that test, or not? It didn't take me that long to take it, but it still pisses me off that they just paid walled me at the end of that. Like, I went through all that effort to, like, I was even about to put it in my email, but then they like, nope, you owe us $3. And it's like, you bastards. All right, I strive for perfection. No, I work hard to be helpful for others. I try to. Sometimes I don't know what I could do to help others, but I'll try to. It is important to me that others like me. I'm going to go neutral. It is important for me to achieve my goals, achieve greater things. And neutral. I would like to do greater things, but sometimes I kind of fall off on that. I make a more significant contribution than the others. I actually don't think I do. I feel my emotions are very deeply. Sure, I do kind of do that. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. Sometimes I do. I think deeply about things. Accurate. I'm prepared for any disaster. Not really. Not all disasters. It's important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. Yeah, I agree. I don't like pain. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. I'd say semi-accurate. I see the positive in every situation. No, I don't. I'm a pessimist. I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they're wrong. Inaccurate. I will never tell them that they're wrong. I'll let them believe what they are. They can live in the world they think is right. I let other people make the decisions. Yeah, I usually do. I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow, kind of, so there's not utter chaos. I'm concerned about security for more than anything. Yeah, kind of. I think a lot about what I think a lot about what will happen in the future. Yeah, that's accurate. I don't fit in with ordinary people. I think that's accurate. There is rarely a good reason for changing how things are done. And accurate. There's always better ways to always finish my chores. Neutral. Don't know 100%. I'm always trying to be a better person. I always like to think I am. I check carefully for my mistakes in area. Neutral. It depends on what I'm doing. I would check my mistakes and errors. If it's like work related, I'll try to find as much as I can. But if it's just something personally, I just kind of scoff at it, I guess. I like to be around people who I can help. Accurate. It makes me feel good when I can help someone, I guess. I like to feel that I'm an important person in my social group. Nah, I mean, I don't think I'm very that important. I think our friend group would survive without me. It's important for me to be successful, neutral. I just need to be normal. The organization I belong to would not function well without me. If this was my last job, I would say accurate. With this job, I would say at this moment in time, it would function without me. I often feel overtaken by emotions. By my emotions, no. I've always felt different from other people's, I agree. I like to analyze things from every angle I do. I always have a plan for what I would do if something were. I have a whole security plan for my house. I have a situation that would bring up negative feelings. Or I avoid situations that bring up. Yeah, I probably do. I seek excitement and neutral. Actually, nah, neutral. I am good at seeing the brighter sides of things when people are complaining. Inaccurate. I do not hesitate to call people when they are behaving badly. Inaccurate. I will stand in the back and disappear. I go along with what other people want. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. People should follow the rules instead of doing whatever they feel like doing. Kind of accurate, yeah. I seek out relationships that offer me some type of protection. Inaccurate. I don't seek any relationship, sucker. I clearly visualize what would happen to the. Yeah, sure, a little bit. Average people often find me a bit weird. Yeah, probably. I like to do things as I always have done them, kind of in the middle. I like to try new ways. I persist until the task is done. Kind of. Yeah, I probably agree with that. I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weakness. I mean, I'm going to put neutral because there's some things that I don't, but I like to think I do. I hold myself to very high standards. Probably accurate. I'm a natural caregiver. Inaccurate because I explained that story that I'm not good with crying people. I want people to admire me. Yeah, probably. I want to achieve a lot in my life. Neutral. If I'm honest, I feel that I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. That is kind of a bold statement there. No, inaccurate. I don't feel like I'm better than people. Everybody's got a different specialty in life. I feel deep sense of grief of what I have lost. Sure. I'm an unusual sort of I'm an unusual sort of person. I believe so. I am. I take time to understand things more deeply than most. I kind of think I do. Well, actually, I think as a person, if it comes to like to people, yes, but if it's like tasks, maybe not so much. It's important to me to be prepared for emergencies. Neutral. I distract myself with I distract from any sad feelings or that arise. Yeah, probably accurate. Man, I'm sorry for the low commentary for this. I know it's just it's just me kind of just speeding through questions and stuff. But like I feel like it feels like it sucks that last one did not let me see my results, and I wasn't actually planning to stream this long, but we'll get through this. We'll get my answer. See if I actually am a 5W or something else, because I am curious if like maybe that has changed. I haven't done the Enneagram test as much as the Myers Briggs one, so this will be interesting. I often make changes to my life when things get boring. Yeah, that's probably accurate. I tend to be optimistic than most people. Inaccurate. I tell people what I think, even if it's hard to hear. Inaccurate. I'll shut the hell up. I won't. I don't. They can believe whatever they want. I would rather follow the group than push for what I want. Yeah, probably. I feel most comfortable in organization with a clear hierarchy. Inaccurate. I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. Yeah, I would say so. I make plans for many years in the future. Inaccurate. Like I imagine it, I just don't make plans for it. I am an unusual, unique person. I think I am. I dislike trying new methods and procedures. Inaccurate. I like trying new things. I focus on my responsibilities and duties. I actually do. I'm a nerd that way. I read books that help me be more productive and be better. No, the books I read are just manga. That's not productive at all. Which reminds me, I still need to read all of One Piece. Um, I put a lot of pressure to myself to do the right thing. Yeah, sure. I take the initiative to help others and make their lives easier. I try to. I put in the efforts to make a good impression to you. I try to. I set my ambition and goals for myself. And neutral. I am an important member of my social. No, I think my group will function without me. I can describe my emotions a lot. Sure. I feel like an outsider. Sure. I find my mind to be very interesting. Yes. That's why I write. That's why I became a writer. I am always aware of what could go wrong. I agree. Not always all the time, but yeah. I have many ways of avoiding situations that would get me down. I usually try to. I'm always up for an event. Yeah, I like adventures like traveling and stuff. I do kind of like doing that now. Like as I was younger, I did not actually like doing that, but as I grow older, it's like there is a lot of things to see out in the world. I believe that things usually work out for the best, kind of. I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets others. No, inaccurate. I do not stand up. I let other people take the lead. Accurate. I dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. Accurate. I make alliance with people who can help me stay safe and secure. Inaccurate. I'm often looking ahead towards what's coming next. Yeah. I have a different interest than most people. I think that's accurate. The traditional way of doing things is the best way. Inaccurate. I'm a responsible and reliable person. See, I feel like this would be better if I had someone here with me to say, am I responsible and a reliable person? Like, I would like to think I am, but I'm not 100%. Because I feel like that's things you can't really apply to yourself. Like, responsible and reliable. I feel like someone has to tell you you're responsible and reliable. So, I'm just going to go neutral with that. I have a lot of plans for how I can improve myself. Neutral. Actually, it's probably inaccurate. I make sure that even small details are correct. Inaccurate. I enjoy caring for others that their needs. Yeah. I want a person that others can look up to. Yeah, accurate. I want to push myself to succeed. Neutral. Uh, I make important contributions to my company. Inaccurate. I have strong emotional and neutral. I feel goddamn. So these questions are starting to blur together. The more I'm like going through this, I feel like I've never truly belonged in a social group. Neutral. I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. That's accurate. It's important for me to understand what can go wrong in the situation. Accurate. I take the steps to ensure I don't feel sad and lonely. Inaccurate. Actually, that's really inaccurate. Trying things to keep life interesting. Yes, I am an upbeat person. No, I am not an upbeat person at all. I'm usually the one that takes a stand when others won't. Uh, Incorrect. Other people have stronger opinions than I do. Correct. Everyone in the role to play in society and do. Everyone has a role to play in society and duty to do their best. Yeah, slightly agree with that. I am concerned with protecting what I have. Inaccurate. I have a good sense of what my future holds. Inaccurate. I am an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes. In the middle. I try new ways of doing things just to see if they'll work. Accurate. Actually, accurate. I have a great deal of I think somewhat. I self improvement a majority of interest in mine. I do like learning it, but yeah. All right. In what month were you born? Don't paywall me. Don't paywall me. I swear to God. On what month of the day were you born? This is weird. It's like a birth date. day were the month you're born? And what North America? Does this actually apply to what my thing is? I don't even remember this. I am 26 on Earth. I am a male. Get my results. I feel like I'm gonna get a completely different result than I had before. This might be something else. Okay. The graph is shown below the scores for each 9 the largest areas. God damn it, they kind of paid well me again. Because the unlock. I'm guessing I have to. What is this doing? What is this doing? I don't know what this is doing. It's calculating something. Oh, yeah. Buy the report. Thanks, man. Yep, so paid well to... Goddamn. There was one free one that I did take. What the hell? Alright, let's just kind of look at the... Well, Am I at 9? Holy crap. Okay, so... Yeah, so I might be a 9. So that is an 80% with a 5. I might be... What is a 9 again? A 9 is the peacemaker. Okay. So that kind of goes back to the INFP stretch for yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh wait, right. It does actually say 9 is defined as a desired as a peaceful and harmony environment. They want a sense of balance and calm and inspiring, or a homeostasis where they are nothing to disturb the inner peace. Okay, so I am not a 5W anymore. Oh, it doesn't even tell you what your W is. But if I look at... It might be... So usually the wings are that. So 8 is not that. So it might be a 9W1 reformer, hardworking, diligent employee. I doubt that sounds wrong. So this might be a 9W1. So that is very different from what I was before. But like a 5 is still high up on there. Huh, that's interesting. So it's kind of like interesting how that's like very vastly different from what I thought it was. And that's the thing about psychology, because again, like as time goes, a person's mind and like opinions can change over time and stuff. But yeah, so I am no longer an INFJ. I'm actually an INFP with an Enneagram of 9W1. The only reason why I say 9W1 is just because like it's like hold on. Oh, let me. I just want to make sure 9W1 is actually. Yeah, 9W1 is a legit wing. Okay, it is. I just wanted to make sure that I was telling you correctly. It is based on the wing on the sides of it. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. Psychology is always subjective to change and stuff. And again, this could even change by the next day if I did this tomorrow and stuff. So, it's interesting how, like, even if you had someone take it, like, 1 year ago, how they answer the questions will never be consistent because that's just kind of how humans are. So I find it very interesting for that fact that you could learn a big part of yourself or even people by just doing these simple like answer questions. I mean, I thought this was going to take less than 2 hours, but this actually went a lot longer than I thought originally, just because they do make you go through quite extensive questions. If you guys want to try it for yourself, it is down in the description. Like, I have links for all of them. Unfortunately, the Enneagram ones require a paywall, but the Myers Briggs ones, those are free to try and kind of like give you an insight on your life. And that is basically all I have for today. Tomorrow I have a stream where unfortunately I cannot play any of the musics for the songs for tomorrow, but I'm going to try to write short stories / music video stories for that tomorrow. So that will be my stream for that. That'll be hopefully a lot more interesting, because I will say, like, at the end of this was kind of just me trying to speed through these questions, because again, I've kind of already explained it before in the first part of it. So thank you for everyone coming. Thank you for chat, for everyone saying stuff, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out.